everybody, my name is Paul, and welcome to my very first reaction video. And the only thing that would ever get me to do something like that would be Star Wars. And I don't do reaction videos or anything. I'm basically a live streamer. Used to do content, which I'll still keep doing. But we have a special guest with us. His name is Lee, all the way from the UK. Lee, say hi.
Oh.
All right, so here we go. So we're going to watch this, and then after we're done watching it, Lee and I are going to discuss some things, because he's a big Star Wars nerd. I'm a big Star Wars nerd, so we're going to rock it. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. All right, here we go.
When I found you.
When I found you. The AT-ATs, I'm not a fan of the AT-ATs, but we'll talk about that here in a sec.
Untamed power.
Untamed power.
And beyond that.
Tell you that the Kylo Ren lightsaber does look
special.
Cool.
Pad or something.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that music's so good.
Something inside me has always been there, but now it's awake, and I need help.
So Luke is obviously training Rey up on this mountaintop. Rey is starting to use his power. This is so cool.
It didn't scare me enough.
You can clearly see the fear in Luke's eyes.
Yes, yes.
Now.
So we're gonna pick this apart when we're done here. And I know everybody watching this right now has already seen this trailer.
Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Boom, I don't know what he does there. There's Leia though, man, so sad. Millennium Falcon.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the first
Yeah, I've watched this about 10 times already. Finn looking good, Captain Phasma.
This is not going to go the way you think.
This here I want to discuss too. Oh my god.
Your destiny.
Snoke looks crazy.
I know. I just don't know what's gonna happen.
I know.
To show me my place in all this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Star Wars The Last Jedi. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. All right, so that's the end of the trailer. This looks phenomenal, but I want to get right into it. Lee, tell me your thoughts on the trailer.
I think that it's just be too much like The Empire Strikes Back.
You think it's
what the problem was with The Force Awakens? People thought it was too much like A New Hope.
Okay, so you think this is too much like Empire?
Really, it's just I don't want it to become that.
Oh yeah. I honestly, man, I don't think so. Personally, for me, I think there's just too much that's gonna happen. But I can see the correlation between Luke learning with Yoda, Rey learning with Luke. Oh, now, yeah, see, I see that now. I don't know though. It can't be, Lee. But either way, Empire was amazing. What else? What else do you like about this?
I just like how conflicted Kylo Ren is.
Yep.
How whether he has to choose to like which way to go.
Yeah, whether to blast his mom. So it looks, according to the trailer, whether to blast his mom or not. Apparently, but here let's go back to the beginning. We'll discuss a couple things. I'll just turn this down just so I can hear you and stuff. So starting right off, you look at Kylo Ren. I don't know if you have it up on your screen right now. But Kylo Ren is looking at what appears to be things being created and fixed, so kind of like mobilizing his army, which is kind of cool. Now, I want to talk about the AT-ATs for a sec. Have you noticed something different about the AT-ATs?
Yeah, it's like the legs. It's like a lot more bunkier.
Yeah, the legs, like they're bending down, like they're walking on ape hands. I don't understand the change for that, because I love AT-AT walkers. Those are cool. but they kind of mess with the original design. I understand it's a new Star Wars movie, and years down the road from the AT-ATs, but man, AT-ATs are crazy. So yeah, so they're kind of walking on like their knuckles, or whatever, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, like they might be able to stand up.
Oh my gosh,
Legs.
stand up! Wouldn't that be insane? Kind of like an elephant sort of craziness.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. So here's Kylo Ren reaching down, grabbing his lightsaber, which looks really amazing. I really like this lightsaber. I wasn't a big fan of it when I watched it. Oh my gosh. When I first watched The Force Awakens, I didn't like the two things coming to the side, but the detail on it looks really cool. I'm a fan of it. All right, so here we are. Oh, go ahead.
Didn't Rey break Kylo Ren's lightsaber in The Force Awakens?
Huh, I don't remember. You know what? Maybe she did. Huh. All right, so here's Rey. She's got the lightsaber. Lucasfilm. So we're about 30 seconds in. So here's a couple things I want to talk about right here. So Rey hands Luke the lightsaber, which we already knew. It's kind of Luke's, and he has that WTF look on his face, like, huh? All right, so 42 seconds in, there's some sort of light beaming down on what appears to be some sort of books. Any thoughts on that?
I assume that it's like really ancient things because like in the prequels they used holograms.
Yeah, exactly. And so this almost, I don't know if it's a holocron or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm eager to find out what that is. It's just like, okay, so if we're going to throw back to Empire, I wonder if this is almost like Rey's test, where Luke, when he had to go into that whole little cave, had to fight Vader, chopped off his face, and it was himself. That was a test, apparently. I wonder if this is kind of like Rey's test, do you think? I hope not, anyways. All right, so we'll keep going. All right, so here's the scene right here, man. 44 seconds in the trailer, you see from a distance what appears to be Luke, and then it's showing Rey swinging the lightsaber back and forth, but on top of the rock. Now, I didn't notice this until my kid pointed out this morning. There is something sitting on top of the rock. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a rock peak. It almost, I guess the theory is that could be Yoda, kind of maybe Force Spirit Yoda or something like that. But that could be Yoda just sitting there watching, overseeing some training.
I'm not completely sure, to be honest. I mean, there are hints like Obi-Wan might be in there as well, but we can't be quite sure because I think we heard Yoda in the other trailer as well, along with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, who knows? That just blew my mind though. I was like, what, possible Yoda? Now it shows the rock right there at 46 seconds. It's not the same rock. You can see that's not the same rock. It looks different. So Rey's able to break the ground or whatever. But yeah, the terror in Luke's face in 54 seconds too. Like he's literally afraid of Rey's power, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, I highly doubt that she's going to be more powerful than Anakin was.
Yeah. All right, so 55 seconds in, you've got the metal robotic hand coming out of the fire. Any speculations on that?
It's going to be like a flashback to when the Jedi Academy went down.
Oh, no way, you think?
The Knights of Ren was formed, yeah.
Oh, robotic hand, though, coming out of the fire? The Jedi Academy?
I think that'll be Luke's.
I think it's Luke's, too. I'm just wondering why he's buried in the rubble. Okay, I got some theories here, Lee. I'm going to blow your mind here in a little bit. And yeah, Luke's just saying it didn't. I wasn't afraid of this before, but it does now. All right, so Kylo Ren smashing his helmet. I know he goes on to say if you want to defeat the past, you got to destroy it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's angry, he's smashing up his helmet. So I'm not. Oh, that's a cool shot. I'm not sure what that's all about. Whether he's still struggling with what he did to his dad, or he wants to still be the greatest Sith of all time. Thoughts?
I just think like he'd be more conflicted with who's his mum rather than Han.
Okay.
it's hard to tell really, but you could see like when he's flying in his little he was really conflicted on killing Leia.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the scene here. A minute and 17 seconds in, it's showing Leia as Kylo Ren it seems to be coming towards her. And it seems like he's struggling to press the fire button right there. So a minute and 22 seconds in, the look on his face is like, oh my gosh, no you didn't. Which gives the implication like he is actually going to destroy that ship, that final blow to kill his mom. Which would be I don't know. I don't know how to say. I don't know. That would be so insane. Not outstanding, but insane if he did something like that.
And I'd sort of at least want to have like a good ending for Leia, considering like Carrie Fisher passing.
Yeah, exactly. Same way Han went too. Kylo Ren finished him off. But all right, so we're moving on. This Christmas. So all right, so. One of the things that popped out to me is Chewbacca, which I'm assuming is Chewbacca flying the Millennium Falcon. He looks a whole lot younger.
Yeah, but I think that might be due to special effects, wouldn't you think?
I'm not sure, because in the last episode of The Force Awakens, he was like, he had some gray, he looked ragged, but this right here, seen on 1 minute and 31 seconds in, he looks like he's a young Wookiee, which is crazy. And then they added some sort of I don't know what the heck that little thing is, growling with Chewie. I'm not sure what that's all about.
Other people freak out about it, but I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. So what you're saying is there's people talking about how about this little thing?
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, I have no clue either. But he screams like Chewie anyways. So we got Poe Dameron. He's coming in. So hopefully he's going to have more to do, because he was pretty cool. Now, Captain Phasma and a Finn battle, man. This looks fantastic. I gotta say, Finn looks phenomenal. He looks rugged. His face just looks like he's ready to wreck, and so he looks amazing. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree. That we actually get more of Captain Phasma than we did in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, exactly. I really like Captain Phasma. I think she's a really cool character, something new. And she really didn't do too much. In the last one, she was kind of owned, I guess, by Han, Chewie, and Finn. But this right here, man. Oh, go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh, yeah. So when they collide together at 1 minute and 42, I was just like, oh, this is great. And you can see some First Order troopers in the back there. I didn't see that last time. And a whole factory of TIE fighters. Holy crap, man. What is going on? It almost seems like Finn may have been captured. I don't know.
Or he might be going like undercover again.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, because it almost looks like he has an Imperial officer outfit.
He was in his stormtrooper outfit, then he could just like act like another stormtrooper.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it'd be some more BB-8. All right, so here's what I want you to. Do you have it up on your screen? The trailer. All right, at 1 minute and 47 seconds, you have soaking wet Luke laying down on the ground, talking to her like this isn't going to go the way you expect it to. Hold on here. And then it shows these little crystal ice foxes or whatever they are. So Luke's saying...
I don't even know what they are.
I have no clue either. But Luke's saying this isn't going to go the way you expect it to. Then it goes on a little bit further. Rey diving in the water, coming out of the water, and it's showing Luke in the background. And it looks like he has his hand out, but he looks absolutely dark side Sith Luke. I'm serious, man. What do you think?
Like another one of those Force caves, like on when Luke did it with Yoda.
Oh,
and he had to fight Vader, and when he killed Dagobah, then the mask showed that it was Luke.
All right, so I'm going with the theory Luke is bad. He is going to turn to the dark side. He's going to veil himself. What do you think of that? I know a lot of people do not like that idea.
I find it quite hard to believe. Like, why would Snoke and Kylo Ren want him dead?
Oh, you cut out in the last part there. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
I just wouldn't understand like why he'd be bad. Like what would make him turn to the dark side?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But I'm serious. Luke looks dark side. He in his whole black getup, almost Vaderish, without the helmet. His face, his eyes. He looks like he is crazy and seduced by the power of the dark side. I don't know. I guess I'm going with that theory that Luke is turning bad. Now, so you don't agree whatsoever? You're saying Luke's still going to be good. What are your thoughts on Luke?
I just think it might. It's like in the first Last Jedi trailer. I when Luke said it's time for the Jedi to end.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say like it's time for the Jedi to end something.
Okay.
Not like as in like the Jedi have to end the Sith or something like that.
Sure. Huh. All right. So, okay. So we're definitely different on this with Luke being bad, Luke being good. I just think Luke looks so dark. So here's a scene when he looks possessed there. Finn is actually captured by the First Order guys. And then the camera spans back and you see hundreds of troopers, some AT-ATs in the background, a whole crap load of TIE fighters, some AT-STs. Oh my gosh, this is good. And then the epic battles, man. This is going to be crazy. So here's Snoke. What are your okay, I know nothing about Snoke. I was chatting with my brother on Thanksgiving for Canadian Thanksgiving. He was saying his theory is that it's the Emperor. And I got thinking Go ahead.
I into that.
All right, so you kind of agree with that, or like you can see that?
Like I feel like the time scale just wouldn't work.
Okay, so all right, but you gotta go back to the Revenge of the Sith, when Palpatine's talking to Anakin, talking about Darth Plagueis and able to preserve life, able to just save life and live long and all that stuff. And I can see that, like when Vader threw the Emperor down into the shaft or whatever that was. We don't know what happened. I know the blue electricity whoosh came up, whatever, but there's been other scenes in Star Wars movies where these guys are falling far distances, and especially Luke when he's fallen on Empire Strikes Back. When he's going down, he's able to maneuver his body so he lands perfectly in the chute and kind of slide out and fall down. You never know how they could, whatever way they work this, that could work. It could be a true theory that it's the Emperor.
Yeah, it could, but like, how old would the Emperor actually be right now?
Well,
like, he'd be well over 100.
Yeah, well, it all depends how old he was in the Return of the Jedi, because this is 30 years past Jedi. Is that what this is?
Yeah.
So 30 years. I don't know. You never know with the power of the Force. You just don't know, man, which is crazy. So what are your theories on Snoke then? I understand Darth Plagueis, all that stuff, but what are your thoughts on that?
I'm not 100% sure. Like, just feel that. What sort of power would he actually have?
Who, the Emperor or Darth?
What's the extent of it?
Oh, Snoke, you mean?
If you see what he's doing to Rey, like
yeah.
it's like, what is he actually doing to her?
Yeah, I don't know, because you can see her quivering and shaking and in severe pain, and it looks like Snoke is in the background using the Force on her or whatever, but it's almost like he's putting her in a box of sorts. I'm not sure, man. Go ahead.
It sort of looks like that he's sort of freezing her in a way that Kylo Ren did in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, exactly. Huh. Okay, all right, let's move on then. That's some good Snoke stuff right there. Snoke. All right, so here's a scene where it's showing Rey saying that I need you to like show me my way in the Force or whatever it is. Hold on, let me get that exact line because this is totally crazy. To show my place in all of this. Now, when they show her, it cuts directly to Kylo Ren staring back at her, holding out his hand. But that is a different scene.
Yeah, like it's.
Go ahead.
It might just be a red herring. Like, you can never be sure with these sort of things.
That's exactly what they're doing, man. So this is the power of the trailers, where they can cut different scenes and make it seem what it isn't. There is no way Rey is talking to Kylo Ren right there. If you look, Kylo Ren has Firefall in the background. Rey's is totally fine. It's totally different. She is not talking to him right there whatsoever. You don't even see any glitter of fire or whatever. And then you can see that falling down all around them. So that's totally different. 100%. I do not believe she's asking in a way to say, I need to find my way in all of this. There's no way. And then it shows him reach out his hand. And that's how that part ends. Go ahead.
The only way that I could see Rey actually go with Kylo Ren is if Rey is actually, like, pretending.
Oh, pretending?
She doesn't actually want to be in the dark side. She's pretending so that she can defeat Kylo Ren in some way.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy, man. That's basically the end of the trailer. This trailer was absolutely brilliant. I loved it. It got me excited. I usually watch these trailers, like, I usually stay away from them, but when I watch the trailer, I watch it once and then let it go. This one I had to keep watching, and I watched it several times, and I kind of analyzed it to myself, and I'm like, crap, I need to do a video on this, and I need another Star Wars geek to do it, and that's when I reached out to you, Lee. Overall, what are your final thoughts?
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, man. What are your final thoughts on this?
Like, my thought is that it's. I hope that it's not going to have, like, another sort of way that with Rey and Luke. Like,
okay.
I wasn't really a fan of it ending like that.
Okay, yeah.
Shot.
What,
and
is it because you wanted more?
Or like, I would have felt better if it just ended with them going into light speed.
Ah, okay.
Before actually getting to at all.
Yep.
But I feel like I'm not sure who's on what side really.
Okay.
This trailer seems to that in perspective.
Yeah, this was so good. I'm holding true that Luke is turning bad. I really am. I need this in my life. I need Luke to turn bad. And I know some of you that are watching this are like, no way, Paul. And I know people at work, some of the people I talk to, they are 100% adamant about Luke turning bad. And but you never know. We'll see what happens.
If it's Luke going to be turning bad, be another Anakin turning into Vader again.
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose. Oh, I could see it. Oh, it just could be a good fitting to the end of Luke.
Satisfying end for him, not on.
All right, good stuff, man. All right, Lee, this was fantastic. We're gonna end this now. Do you have any final thoughts about this Star Wars trailer or Star Wars in general? Anything left?
Really excited to see it, to be honest. I just want to see it now.
Yeah, you're right, man. What's it? December 15th, so 2 months and 5 days. This sucks. 2 months and 5 days. All right, so here we go then. All right, so guys, all you that are watching, leave some comments below. What are your thoughts on the trailer? What are your thoughts on theories? What do you think about Luke? What do you think about Snoke? Even all the stuff you guys even watch other trailers and watch other stuff and kind of read up on. What are your own personal stuff? Even give me what other people are saying and then what you actually think. I would like to know that. Lee would like to know that because Lee goes through all these comments as well. Guys, this was a lot of fun. If you want more reaction sort of videos like this, I'm not a reactionist sort of guy, but if I do this, I'll invite people along with us like Lee. And especially with Star Wars, yeah. And we'll do all that stuff. All right, Lee, thank you very much for joining me, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
All right, dude. See you in a little bit on stream.
Thank you.
All right. So as usual, my name is Paul. You guys take care. See you guys. Hit that like, subscribe as well.